Today we're diving into something really tough. We're talking about a type of abuse that hides in plain sight, an abuse that actually uses kindness as its camouflage. And together, we're going to build a guide to survive it.
I mean, this is really the heart of it, isn't it? That gut-wrenching feeling when you are the only one who sees someone's cruelty, while the rest of the world just sees a charming, wonderful person. It is one of the most isolating experiences a human being can go through.
And this image, it just hits home, doesn't it? You're seeing a side of someone that is completely invisible to everybody else, and it leaves you standing all alone in your reality, while you're surrounded by people who've been told a completely different story.
Okay, before we go any further, I need you to hear this loud and clear. You are not crazy. What you're experiencing, what you're feeling, it is real. The fact that other people don't see it doesn't make it any less true. I want you to hold on to that, because that is your anchor.
So how does this actually happen? How is it possible? Well, in this first section, we are going to pull back the curtain and unmask the mechanics of this hidden abuse. We're going to give it a name, and we're going to break down exactly how it works.
And here is the name for it: gaslighting by proxy. See, this isn't just one person making you doubt yourself. This is when a manipulator basically recruits an army, and these are often unwitting accomplices, to do the dirty work for them. It creates this distributed attack on your perception of reality.
And make no mistake, this is a deliberate strategy. The manipulator carefully orchestrates a false narrative, and then they weaponize your own social network, your friends, your family, against you. And the endgame? It's to make you systematically, completely doubt your own mind. It's nothing less than psychological warfare, just disguised as everyday drama.
And this is the manipulator's masterstroke. Their public-facing kindness is a perfect shield. It makes it almost impossible for other people to believe that this caring, wonderful person could possibly be orchestrating such terrible harm behind the scenes. For them, it just doesn't compute.
All right, so let's open up the investigator's toolkit. Because once you understand that this isn't just random acts of cruelty but a calculated strategy, you can start to recognize the playbook. These are predictable tactics, and that means you can learn to spot them.
Right now, we're going to expose 3 specific, absolutely deadly tactics that are at the very core of the manipulator's game. Just being able to recognize them is your first and best line of defense.
First up, we've got the flying monkeys. This is a term for the people the manipulator uses to carry out their attacks. And the really twisted part is, these accomplices often have no idea they're being used. They genuinely think they're helping someone who's a victim, all while they're spreading lies that are destroying your reputation.
Next, there's triangulation. See, a manipulator almost never keeps a conflict just between the two of you. They always pull in a third person. This forces you to defend yourself on multiple fronts, it waters down your side of the story, and frankly, it makes any emotional reaction you have look like proof that you're the unstable one.
And finally, we have the drama triangle. This is a truly brilliant and evil move, where the manipulator completely flips the script. They cast themselves as the poor, innocent victim. They paint you as the aggressive, cruel persecutor. And then they recruit other people to come in and rescue them, which just cements your role as the villain in everyone else's eyes.
So what does it feel like to be on the receiving end of all this? The damage is severe. It is very real, and it's almost totally invisible to the outside world. Let's take a minute to really survey that psychological fallout.
Well, the first thing to go is your trust in yourself. After you've been told over and over by so many people that your reality is wrong, you start to believe it. Your gut feelings, your memories, even your own emotions, they all start to feel unreliable. Suddenly, even simple decisions can feel completely overwhelming.
Being in this constant state of high alert and confusion, it's a direct path to a mental health crisis. We're talking anxiety, depression, and especially complex PTSD. These aren't just possible outcomes. They're the brain's natural response to being under a sustained psychological siege.
And of course, the social devastation is just profound. As the manipulator's lies take root and spread, your support system gets systematically dismantled. Friends stop calling, family members might become hostile, and you are left dangerously, profoundly isolated.
And this is the ultimate horror of gaslighting by proxy. It's when the manipulator's story is so convincing that it actually infects the very systems that are supposed to help you. When your own therapist or your doctor or HR starts to believe their story, you feel like you have truly nowhere left to turn.
But, and this is a huge but, you are not powerless. Now that we've identified the abuse and its impact,
We're going to pivot to the most important part of all of this, your strategy for survival, for escape, and for healing. This is your guide to building a case for your own sanity.
So here it is, a clear, actionable plan. It starts with number 1, recognizing the pattern, which, by watching this, you're already doing. Then we move to documenting everything, setting firm boundaries, finding true allies outside of that toxic system, and getting the right kind of professional help.
Now, of all these steps, if you take away only one thing, let it be this: document everything. And this isn't just about building a case to show other people. First and foremost, this is your anchor to reality. It's the proof you can go back to when your own mind starts to get shaky under all that pressure.
And here's how you do it. You have to be meticulous. Date, time, location. Write down exactly what was said, verbatim if you can. Note who was there, how you responded, and, this is so important, how it made you feel. That tracks the emotional toll, and it shows a clear pattern of impact. And of course, save every piece of evidence, every email, every text.
This right here represents the single most critical mindset shift you have to make. You must stop trying to win their game. Your goal is no longer about exposing the abuser or winning the argument or convincing their allies. Your new goal is extraction. It's about removing yourself from their arena entirely and fortifying your own life.
And here's a powerful tactic you can use in the moment. It's called the gray rock method. See, abusers feed on your emotional reactions. That's their reward. So if you become as boring and uninteresting as a plain gray rock, giving them only minimal, unemotional responses, you take away their reward. You're no longer a source of supply for their drama.
And that brings us to our final and most empowering point. Your victory is not winning an argument. Your victory is your exit plan. It's getting to a new place, a new job, a new group of friends where they have zero power over you. Remember this: true kindness, genuine care will never, ever require you to question your own sanity.